So a girl walks into a cafe. She sits down and orders a coffee. Skim latte, no sugar. She looks at her watch and realizes she's early. So with nothing to do, she pulls out her phone and decides to check out what's happening in the world of Facebook. This short film, please scroll down, will look at the passive behavior and attitudes which people have acquired in this growing mobile digital culture. People share a lot of content on the internet nowadays. Images of one's birthday party, what they did at the gym, and traveling adventures they have gone through. But it's not just limited to the individual's personal content. It can also be content that we think are in need of global awareness. War, famine, grief, death. People engage in sharing content that raises awareness of situations happening across the globe, but are we really engaged? Does the simple act of clicking a button mean we are devoted and deeply engaged to a cause? The idea behind this short came from two observations I've made. For one, while commuting back and forth to Macquarie University, I noticed that a lot of people were always on their mobile phones. When people were waiting on the platforms, they were on their phones. When they were in the trains, they were on their phones. And it wasn't only limited to train commuters. Everyone now has an obsession with their mobile phones. People would be walking down the streets blindly while on their phones. The other was when I was going through my Facebook newsfeed, and I came across a post my friend shared. It was a YouTube clip of an advertisement called "The Most Shocking Second-a-Day Video," made by Save the Children, and illustrated a London girl's life each day as it progresses into a nightmare only experienced by those in war-torn countries. This became an inspiration for my short, as similar ideas from this clip end up working in conjunction with the idea of a passive culture. We see things online, we become aware of them, share the content, and then we move on with our lives. The short continues when the girl at the cafe scrolls through her newsfeed. The camera will first be positioned in the center for a long shot and on an eye-level angle, framing the whole set. The camera will then zoom in on the girl for a mid-shot, then a close-up of her face. We see her reactions to the images, and as we zoom out to a full shot, manifestations of the images she sees will be in the cafe. These manifestations will not only replicate the good life, but will also echo devastating events occurring in the world. This process of zooming in and out will occur for each manifestation until her friend arrives and she puts down the phone. The camera will hold the full shot of their interaction until the scene fades to black. I want to make this short as effective as I can, and so I propose to make this short in one take, either on a handheld camera or a fixed camera. For inspiration, I researched and found a short film that was taken in one shot called Conscience by Zaid Al-Kayat. The location in Conscience also serves as an inspiration for where I want this short filmed. It doesn't have to be an empty warehouse, it could just be filmed in an open area. There will be chairs and tables added in the open area to replicate the space typical in a cafe. In terms of sound, I propose that the film only include the sound of the people sitting in the cafe, and any diegetic sound that is usually found within that space. This film is thus a video of awareness about awareness. I hope that if people see this film, they realize that it's not just about sharing news on global issues. It's about actively being engaged with them.